Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. This is Insight on Business. My name is Michael Libby, and this is the show about advertising, marketing, and consumer trends. We're seen each and every Monday live at 8:45 here at Webcast One Live. Thanks so much for coming by. We had a little technical difficulty there just a few moments ago. It reminded me of my old days in broadcasting, where at this particular TV station in Southern Illinois, we had one camera. One. You should have seen the transitions between the news desk and the guy that was doing the weather on a blackboard. All of this is being brought to us by our great friends over at Fwirsa, business and accounting professionals and tax preparers who will work hard for you until the cows come home. On the show today, this is a show about advertising, marketing, and consumer trends, and we've got some doozies for you. You got an app for that? We're going to talk about applications, mobile applications, and whether or not your business needs one. Before you start sinking cash into that application, we've got some questions to ask you. Native versus banner ads. Everybody in the media world, television stations, radio stations, newspapers, magazines, have what we call banner ads on their website, on their homepage. Are they really worth the investment? And what in the heck is a native ad, and how do those work? We'll show you that story as well. Earned media. How do you get earned media? Everybody in the world would like to have their business or their organization or something work with the local media in order to get, press coverage. We'll give you some tips from a recent media panel that we were at, and some of the truths and some of the non-truths to get your message out in front of the media through earned media. So let's get started. Have you got an app for that? It seems like the rage. Everybody in God's green earth has got an application for something. There are literally millions of apps that have been promoted over the past 5 years. Everything from banking all the way to car dealers. And the question is whether or not you really need an app for your business, whether it's a large, medium, or small business. And there's some real things to consider here before you go ahead and sink some cash into the purchase of creating an app. First of all, is the app cost. Alex Alland, CEO of AppV and Android Apps, and later an advisor to Appalicious, wrote a guest blog in TechCrunch where he said in a survey of 96 web application developers, he said the average cost of creating an application for mobile use is about $6,500. Now, that's the average use. The real factor with creating an app, get this, can go anywhere from small apps $3,000 to $8,000, more complex or apps for very recognized brands, think American Express, can cost $50,000 to $150,000. A well-written article in padgadget.com explored the cost of building an iPhone app and suggested the development costs for an iPhone as compared to design and other costs range from, and this is a wide range, kids, $12,000 to $150,000. So the first thing that your business has to consider, all right, do I want to sink, on average, $65,000 into the creation of an application for my business? Do you? All right, so that's question number one. Question number two is, after you build the application, what do you next need to do? Well, you need to get your customers and or people to use it. And that costs additional marketing dollars. As a matter of fact, we took a look at this and considered the fact that really the creation of the application, if it runs about $6,500, is really only a fourth of what you're going to need on a regional basis to get individuals to utilize the application that you've built for them. So you've got not only money in the development of the application, but you've also got some cash going on in the creation of the marketing material that gets your people to go ahead and utilize the app. Now, some of that can be done simply by email, by broadcast email, or sending push notifications to their social media area. So the question is, do you really need one? Let's get real about your business for just a minute. If you have a brand like John Deere, Ford, American Express, or Bank of America, you've already got the cash and or the customer base to go ahead and support a mobile application for your business. But let's talk about small to medium-sized businesses for a little bit, and also your geographical area. Is spending money on a mobile app really necessary for you? Well, we think that there's other ways to get this done, but you gotta take that into consideration. Take a look at your consumer universe. Is your consumer universe large enough to be able to justify the expense of creating and then marketing a mobile application in your region? And maybe the answer is, rather than designing a mobile application, and we kind of like this, especially for small to medium-sized businesses, is go ahead and get yourself something called a mobile website. Mobile websites used to cost anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000 if it was going to be displayed over a very wide category from Android to iPhone to iPad. But you can get those things now for well under $1,000. I think we've got an image, Ryan, of a mobile app that, as a matter of fact, our client, Fwirsa, did. And it's very simple. All it has is the name of the company, about us, and contact us. This is done for under $1,000. You go in there and you can go ahead and make contact with the company. You can find out a little bit about what they do. You can find out where they are. All of those kinds of things are vitally important. And the cool thing about the back end of this program is you can see where people are accessing your mobile application from, which is kind of nice. So the question remains, do you need a mobile application for your small, medium, or large business? That all depends on the depth of your pocketbooks, your willingness in you being able to go out there and shell additional funds and time and effort towards marketing that piece, and an honest look at your business. Is it something that you really need, or is it something that you'd like to have? We think at the end of the day, for medium to small size businesses, a mobile application like the one we just showed you is very, very, very affordable, and it's got some side benefits that you can utilize for a long time. Why get lost in the shuffle when people are looking at their mobile phones or iPads or Android devices to find out whether or not you're open, what kind of a business you are? Why have them go scrunch and save and look and try to poke and prod to find out how to get in contact with you? Mobile applications, kids. It's easy. It's a lot less expensive than a fully blown customized app. And we know some people that can do it for you. Call us. It's just a few minutes before the top of the hour. When we come back, we're going to take on branding. Branding by digital advertising in banner ads or in what's called native advertising. It's a great piece, kids, that you're going to be able to say, wow, we always wondered about those banner ads. Now you're going to know the truth. Banner ads and your business coming up next when we return. This is Insight on Business. My name is Michael Libby. We'll be back with more right after this.